Do you want to do it?
If you really, really want me, mountain. Something like that. Yeah.
So you've been listening to that on repeat for 6 months?
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Munah.
What's up, I'm MYRNE.
And you are watching Behind the Artist with Bandwagon. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you about life right now?
It's a 7 in general. I'm very excited about just having nothing planned, like a very spontaneous person, so yeah.
So describe yourself in 3 words then.
Spontaneous, easygoing, disciplined.
And what's your favorite place in Singapore?
This little grass patch outside Nickel Highway Station.
Nice.
It's where I shot the cover for Wandering, my EP
Yeah.
that's just released. And I like it because it's one of the few places in Singapore where you can just see the sky. Like everywhere else, if you look up, it's just skyscrapers and buildings. And here, I'm just looking at the sky. I'm like, wow, it's so blue.
Yeah.
I really noticed.
So it's your little special spot then.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the one thing you discovered about yourself in the past year that surprised you?
I'm a homebody. I just like staying at home. You would expect like a musician or a DJ to enjoy traveling. I mean, I still do, but I'm also really okay with just staying at home, like having time to myself, just working on music or doing whatever I want to do, really.
Okay, and speaking of music, what do you want people to take away from your new music releases this year?
For me, I don't really like telling people like what to feel when they listen to music because like everyone's experience is different. Like my experience is different when I'm making music. I think the only thing that comes across as similar is that music to me is the soundtrack. It's not like the main act. It's meant as accompaniment to your life. Just like it's just backing track for your little movie.
Way to put it. Okay, so then favorite part of working on new music?
A lot of my records in the past have been influenced by something. Like alright, I want to write about how it feels like being lonely. But I think with this new music, it's just clean slate, just very blank and very open because, the past 2 years, things have been kind of standing still. So yeah, very excited to just write music with like nothing in mind, see what comes to the table.
Oh my god, I love how you go into it. Okay, then least favorite part of working on new music?
I'm guessing it's just the last, it's always like the last 10%. Like I'm having fun making music when I'm experimenting, like making like just really bad sounds. And the worst part just comes from like polishing it up for like, uploading it somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, or my friend will say like, oh, can you make this shorter? I'm like, no, And then there's that phase where you're taking advice from everyone. I think
Right.
That's like the not fun part.
What are 3 things you can't live without?
Poppy, my dog, she's a Brussels Griffon, super rare. She's just like 2 years old. This morning she shat all over the floor.
Nice.
The other thing, my rings. This ring actually had a crystal in it, but then it fell out a few years ago. I'm just trying to interpret it as something like, meaningful.
Yeah.
But the crystal really just fell out.
But the universe is trying to tell you something.
Obviously.
Maybe,
yeah.
yes.
But I just keep it on my fingers all the time. Sleep with it, take showers. I think like the bone is a little thinner here. For the past 5 years it's been there. And the last thing, I guess, my phone, the internet. I'm a very online person.
If you could work with anyone, dead or alive, who would you want to make music with and why?
Freddie Mercury and Queen. Why?
I'm a huge Queen fan, by the way, so I'm very happy you said that.
Queen was one of the first rock bands that my dad introduced me to as a kid.
Oh, nice. What's your biggest challenge or fear in life?
Not doing something with a lot of passion. Like I think the scariest thing is to like find something that maybe you're okay with, but you're just going through every day with like 80%, or you're just showing up, or you're just putting in the time, but you're not really passionate about it. I think that's scary.
Craziest thing you've done in your life?
Craziest thing was I took an Uber, back when Uber was a popular thing, from the US to Canada. It was around like 3 hours long because we missed our flight and it was snowing. So we took an Uber from Washington State all the way to Vancouver, and it was really just like driving to JB lah.
How much did it cost though?
Yeah, it doesn't cost as much as driving to JB.
Ah, okay.
So it cost a lot more.
Alright. That's kind of crazy. Did your Uber complain though?
No, the driver was quite happy. Like we got in, and then the first thing we asked was like, do you have your passport? And she's like, of course I have my passport. And then
so dodgy.
and then we said like, will you drive us to Canada?
Okay.
And then she said, oh, I'm so happy you guys came in. Like this is my first trip of the night, and it might be my last because I'm gonna hit my quota. So yeah.
Okay, and she's got a story to tell, right?
Yeah.
All right. Most courageous thing you want to do this year?
Nothing. I'm not like a fear factor kind of guy.
No.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Just stay at home.
Okay, stay at home. That's courageous, to chill out, to
Help
relax.
Help our healthcare workers by staying at home.
Exactly. Good job. Stay safe. What's your favorite Singaporean dish?
Bak kut teh,
Okay.
pork rib soup.
There you go.
My mom has been making that a lot recently.
Best life lesson so far?
Your time is invaluable. Don't spend your time on people that will waste your time. And really, like, no one can tell you how to spend your time, really.
Yes.
So, you're in control.
Correct.
Of all the things in life that you don't have control of, this is the one thing you do.
So, best advice you'd give yourself 5 years ago?
5 years ago, don't be such a smart ass. Learn a lot more. Yeah, keep learning, always keep learning. And don't be in a rush to release music, I'd say. So just take your time with it, Be a Frank Ocean about it, just one album, like one decade,
Yeah, think about it, right?
Just think about it.
Alright, best way to de-stress?
Take a walk, take a hike, take a swim, meet with friends. Yeah, that's really
Yeah, just chill out. You are super chill. You're so cool. If your life were a song, what would the title be?
Damn. I don't know, my life would be a silent movie, Charlie Chaplin.
Okay.
Probably like,
Let it-
yeah, Maple Leaf Rag by Scott Joplin, this ragtime classic. Because
So
it
that.
feels like a comedy sometimes in my life.
Yeah, I feel you should release new music with that now.
No.
With that influence. No? Okay, just try my luck here. What's the first image on your phone camera roll?
First image on my phone camera roll. This is a picture of Bohol, Philippines. I think it was in around 2016. It was one of the first maybe 10 shows I played in my life, like international shows. So I was put up on like really nice island resort, and it was kind of dead. Yeah, as you can see, it's kind of dead, right?
Yeah.
And the beaches were just serene, like they were so
pristine, yeah.
so pristine to the point that I didn't dare to go and swim in it. I'm definitely gonna leave some shit behind.
You're gonna bring in some dirt, though.
Yeah.
Alright. What's the last image on your phone camera roll?
Last image, this was taken over Lunar New Year
Yeah.
when visiting.
Yeah.
Right. So this is where I grew up actually, Bishan. And my grandmother used to live there. So yeah, just sentimental picture.
Yeah,
Also,
very
I don't know
nice.
if you noticed, but like the weather is funky. It's hot. I think it was like 35 degrees, and it's raining. Like,
It's 35 degrees and it's raining. And I say
Cascading
like I
rain.
don't know, like what? Where is this? It's my home.
yeah,
Okay, best gift you've ever received.
gift of life. No, the gift of music. Like my
Yeah.
parents would send me for piano classes because I would ask, I would be the annoying little kid, like, oh, daddy, mommy, I want to play piano.
So cute.
So they did. I think that was the best gift, looking back.
Okay, and best gift you've ever given?
It was for Christmas or Valentine's Day. Like, I actually can't remember. A year ago, 2 years ago, for my girlfriend, I printed out like a large world map with a cork board, and then printed out little Polaroids of all our travels, like all across the world. It's like different continents. Just pinned it. Yeah. My thumb would hurt after a while, so I would just look at the board and like, oh, that's enough pictures.
Wow. You're like, I think that's enough for now. And then what did she give you in return?
A hug and a kiss.
That's nice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, bak chor mee or chicken rice?
Chicken rice.
Okay, special DJ equipment or gadget you can't perform without?
This is the Roland SP4 404 SX, like a really old piece of equipment. I really just use it for this crazy tape echo function. It reminds me of one of those like spinning tapes. And one of them would get out of sync and like the sound would bounce around everywhere. And like that sounds on this box, So pretty cool piece of equipment.
Yeah.
I have to admit I didn't find this on my own though. I went to a show, I think 3 or 4 years ago. Tourist was playing, so one of my biggest inspirations. And he had this little box up there. For the entire show, I actually wasn't sure what he was doing with it. But I saw it, I took a picture, I asked my friend, like, what is this? And he said, oh, that's the 404. I'm like, all right, I'm ordering one.
I need it. Okay. Indoors or outdoors?
Indoors.
You are stuck on an island. You can pick only one drink to quench your thirst forever without getting tired of it. What would you choose? Bandung, kopi O, or teping?
Teh kosong peng.
Okay, well, it's very specific. Best thing that happened to you this week?
I woke up healthy and well.
Worst thing that happened to you this week?
Woke up healthy and well.
Okay. Best performance moment you've ever had?
2 separate
Nice.
moments
Yeah.
that were pretty good. I think they were the same year, so 2018. One was Hard Summer with Wookie, and the one on the right, I was DJing at Tomorrowland. It was my first time there, and I think it was the first time any Singaporean DJ performed at Tomorrowland. So both are really iconic. Best performance memory. The Hard Summer one was really fun because it was actually at this like abandoned racetrack that
Yeah.
you needed to drive up there for.
Yeah.
You would take like 2 hours from like LA, I think. And it was so dusty. My mouth was covered in dust. Like my lungs were in dust. And it was
But you were happy.
I was happy because I was with my friends and it was fun just roaming around, checking out all the cool acts. Like, I think
Yeah,
it's like
and
Big
look at that
Flo.
crowd. How
That crowd, I think it was
fun.
like 4,000 people at 4 p.m. or something.
Favorite TV show?
A Mr. Robot, and
Okay.
it's about really techie hacking type of thing. Like the entire. I'm not gonna spoil it, but the entire series.
Okay.
This guy's a hacker. He has a bit of a mental disorder.
Yeah.
And, like you're just following his story, and it's a thrill.
What's the last book that you've read?
The last book I've read, I think 2 years ago. It's a book by a local poet playwright. Malay Sketches by Alfian Saad.
What made you get into that?
I've always really been into literature and reading, but I think a few years ago I noticed like I can't name any Singaporean authors. So I just
Okay.
made it like a passion to like start learning about community and all that.
Oh, that's really cool. Song you've been listening to on repeat in the last 6 months.
Blackpink has a song. It's called Really.
How do you sing it? Do you want to do it?
If you really want me, something like that. Yeah.
So you've been listening to that on repeat for 6 months?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's not really like an everyday type of thing. It's just
Yeah.
like once a week. Like, oh, this song.
Okay.
It comes on shuffle. I'm like, oh, fine, I'll leave it.
I need to listen to it.
And then Spotify thinks you're some psycho that listens to it. So like, you
And
got
it starts suggesting to
start
you.
getting like K-pop playlists, and then like, oh, do you like BTS? You know,
Yes. Do you?
yeah. Maybe.
Alright. What are you most excited about at this time in your life?
Well, I'm excited because it can only really go up from here. Like, so
Yeah.
COVID has put a dent in everyone's plans, but I feel like it's also like a nice little reset, so you can kind of just bounce back up, start going.
Okay, well, you've done well today. The last question now. Your
Yes.
affirmation for today.
My affirmation to myself is that your time is invaluable. Like again, if you want to waste time, like go do it. Time you enjoyed wasting is not time wasted.
Nice, and that's a great way to end this interview. Thank you so much, and thanks guys for watching. For more interviews, head to bandwagon.asia. Bye bye.